What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Another
Couple Podcasts.
and Single ACP. For y'all that don't know, I am your host, Emmanuel.
And I'm Sarah Lioness.
And this ain't your regular couples podcast where we talking about, you know, foo-foo and
Foo-foo.
cuckoo and lulu stuff.
That's a baby talk.
But that's what couples do.
Oh, baby.
We're not doing that. We're not doing. I refuse to do it.
Oh my God.
So,
Yeah,
but
I
what
wanted
we
to,
are,
y'all, and he was like, no.
but what we are here to do.
We are here to talk about current topics, trending topics. You know, what's hot in the news, okay? We're just here to have a good conversation, y'all.
Talk a little shit.
And spread a little love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our topics today, we have a few things that we're talking about. So one of them is that Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is now the richest woman in the world, y'all, after the divorce has been settled. So we're going to talk about that, how much, and yes. A New York couple that was harassing their black neighbor has finally been arrested for harassing her. I said harassed twice, but that's okay. A mean TikTok trend where parents were kind of bullying people with disabilities, people homeless, mugshots and everything. It's called a new teacher challenge, showing their children these pictures. And then I have, wait, what happens for you? And you have, and your topic is something about movies. What's happening with movies?
It's all falling apart.
We're going to get into it.
Let's do it.
So, do you want to talk about movies first? Do you want to hop into that?
Sure, why not? Okay, so you know, a couple movies have been trickling out of theaters that are open. Mm-hmm. You have Mulan came out this weekend. Tenet came out last weekend. Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure of the numbers or anything. Everything is kind of. It's funny. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Labor Day.
Excuse me. It's Labor Day weekend. And people are just, I feel like they're just gearing up to come back, bring everything back because more people want to go to theaters. Right now, people are going to want to party and all this. And with Mulan dropping, opened up not in theaters, but on Disney Plus. Yeah. A boycott has started against Mulan already, because apparently the main actress in Mulan was in support of China and policing in Hong Kong. And she is of Chinese descent, obviously. She's an American citizen, but she was basically in support of China. And she said, "Shame on Hong Kong, I support the police." So said
the Disney Mulan
quoted by Disney Mulan. So I don't even know if she said that for sure. They just said that.
So is Mulan open in theaters in China, or is it just Disney Plus all over?
I believe it's everywhere, because they're not just protesting in China. I'm not completely sure if it's open in China, but in obviously Hong Kong, Thailand, and a couple other Asian countries, maybe Vietnam. I think they're all planning on they're starting this protest, this boycott of Mulan. Okay. And the ironic thing is, a lady that one of these what do they call activists over in China, this young girl, she's probably 20-something years old. She's getting compared to Mulan for her activism against it, essentially.
Against Mulan?
Not just against Mulan, but the policing of Hong Kong and their laws. It's called the Milk and Tea Alliance, I believe. But her name is Agnes Chow. Okay. And she is arrested as of right now, I believe. And so it's getting kind of hot on that side of things. Yeah. And on top of all that, Robert Pattinson
tested positive for COVID.
He tested positive for COVID.
I didn't realize they were still actively shooting. I mean, that trailer looks kind of like a mess.
It's only been 3 days.
What's only been 3 days?
They've been shooting for 3 days.
So where did they get all that footage for the trailer?
No, they stopped shooting at one point.
Oh, okay.
That stuff they filmed months ago before COVID.
They need to shut down because of COVID.
They did shut down, and now they're trying to. They only had 25% of the movie shot. So
that's why the trailer looked a mess. I was like,
you thought the trailer looked a mess?
I did. There were some things that just did not look complete to me.
I see that. Yeah, there were some things, but
okay. So now it's shut down again.
Yeah, now people are like, and that's a really big deal because you got one of your
huge.
main actors of a big budget movie,
this multi-million-dollar set
with COVID, and
That's
who
2
knows about
weeks.
the director now because all the people he's in contact
Need
with,
to get tested.
and it's not that it was just him. He might have got it from somebody on set.
Yeah.
So how is this going to impact the rest of Hollywood? You got Disney being protested against right now. It feels like when everything is trying to come back to the movie theaters, the Joker said, fuck no.
No, not yet.
And gave
That's
Batman COVID-19. This
That's
is crazy.
crazy.
So,
Poor
yeah, it's not
movies.
looking good for movies right now. It's not.
It's
as
a
of
wrap
right
for
now.
2020.
Yeah,
Let's see the movies in
it's tough.
2021. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just everyone. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
That's a
So
lot.
speaking of movies, last thing on that, I did see that I guess they're trying to finish Mission Impossible 7 overseas in Europe, and I guess there were lots of delays and everything clearly. But Tom Cruise was tired of the delays, so he bought this big old charter cruise ship. So not bought, he rented this huge ship. He's like, I want all the crew on here. We can quarantine on here. I don't want any more delays. Here's the boat. Everyone got on the boat. So we can quarantine together and like no more delays. Like,
wow.
just everyone get on the boat. And he
That's
did
smart.
that.
I mean,
like,
he got the money. I mean, that's
got the
something.
money.
Why didn't the company do that?
Exactly. Mission Impossible 7, y'all got money.
Yeah, come on now.
So-
Y'all could have easily rented a boat for a ship,
The
probably
crew.
a cruise ship.
Right. So, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But speaking of got money, okay, let's jump into MacKenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, who is now the richest woman in the world, y'all. By how much? How much money does this woman have? Let me tell you. $68 billion is what her net worth is now. And
Now, you're gonna explain the reasoning? I mean, through all this hard work, or what was it?
What are you talking about?
How did she make the money through
the divorce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, through the divorce, she got a 4% stake in Amazon, like that. She received a quarter of Bezos' Amazon shares, which equaled to about $35 billion at the time when they were selling divorce in 2019. And then obviously Amazon stock has gone up, so her stock has gone up. And yeah, I mean, she was married to Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world. And when they got divorced, she got some of his money. They were married for 26 years. All right. We don't know what that marriage was like. People are coming out on her like she didn't deserve this money. Da da da. She's like, no, she was with him before Amazon was what it was. 26 years. Yes. Take your money, girl. Take it. So we were getting in a conversation the other day.
I don't know.
And he was like, she does not deserve $16 billion. I said, first of all, he's not hurting. Jeff Bezos' pockets are not hurting. Okay. I understand divorces where like people go bankrupt because they got to give half their money away, and then they pay all the lawyer fees and everything. No one's hurting for money in this situation. And also, we don't know what kind of husband Jeff Bezos was, okay? I was like, 26 years, to be married to someone who can build Amazon to what it is, I just don't think that he just doesn't seem like the nicest, most loving man. They got divorced,
Well,
okay? It
you
didn't work out.
prejudging him.
So
What if she
like-
was a terrible person?
That's what he said. I can't stand being with you anymore. We're getting a divorce. No.
What?
Nah.
Whatever, man.
So what do you think?
I just
Tell the people.
if I don't have like, get your money, ma.
Get your money.
However anybody gets their money, get their money. I mean, as long as hopefully, I want to say if you're not hurting anybody, but shit, I'm sure Jeff Bezos over here like it's half my fucking money. Listen,
But he's fine. He's
I think
$100 billion.
yeah,
He's fine.
No,
He's
no.
fine.
If you work hard for your money, you know,
I'm not
you're
saying
gonna.
he doesn't deserve that, but
Yeah, I'm just saying, and I'm
She
sticking
deserves
up
her
for
money
this
too.
billionaire, but
right.
I don't know how much I fundamentally agree with somebody taking half your
Half.
money. Even if they've been with you
For
as
26 years.
That's fine.
That's half her life.
Listen, I don't know, man. That's a lot.
That's a
That is
lot,
a
but
lot.
you're with someone who has a lot, and so and she.
There are
she did not-
business partners that don't even get half after leaving a
Listen.
corporation or whatever. After they might get a fat ass settlement, whatever it may be, but half.
Listen,
you don't get half.
But it all comes down to the contract, because not everyone who gets divorced has to split their things in half. Like, what do y'all decide on with the prenup? So
did they have a prenup?
I don't know, but I can't.
Have.
Why? That could have been in the prenup. I can't imagine someone as business savvy as this man did not have a prenup, did not plan for what if they get divorced. I want
There's no way anybody puts in their prenup.
If we split up, you get half.
Yeah, you get half.
So if there is no prenup, that's the automatic split. You get half. I
believe
I thought
so.
prenups were like you make it how you want it.
I don't know. It's different out here because it's California. In California, at least, you know, you probably get 90% of whatever that person. So, and I'm just saying, this is not a man or woman
in
thing.
Any situation, no matter how much money, you don't think anybody should get half of what, even if y'all have been together for half of your lives. Like, she was there through building Amazon. Like, she should get away. What should she have gotten?
How much is there, man? That it's fine that you were there in my life helping and all these things. And
raising the kid, all of this stuff,
but
making your life easier.
Why can some of these rich people pay, you know, they get half for raising their kids, but they pay, you know, Maria over there only $100 a week to take care of their kid? Why does Maria get half? So I don't want to hear. I'm just saying. Let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? She didn't help. I don't know. But I with if she did not help with the business, if she did not construct, I'm not saying she shouldn't get anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that. But if she didn't help construct, not even put in a quarter of help to get half, like, seems wild to me. And that goes on any side of the spectrum, whether you're a man or a woman.
Right.
If the woman's richer, I remember that Britney Spears took for like Adele.
Yeah.
One of these people
yes, Adele had to give her husband.
Like, I'm not one of those dudes over here. Yeah, all dudes. Like, I just think it's corny. Like, why like half? You're taking half this person's shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. So what about is there agreement once you start making some money, you give it back?
She got a quarter of the shares. She didn't get half the shares. She got a quarter.
A quarter of the shares.
The shares, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not everything else.
Yeah, but even that, if she just got that was $35 billion.
And how much was the total?
She has, a quarter of, so I don't know, 35 times 4, whatever that is.
That's how much she has?
No. She has $68 billion.
That's what I'm saying. She has
68 billion.
I mean, my God. But luckily, I heard she's a good person. She's
she's already given away $1.6 billion. You could give away
how much would you give away? What would you do with $67 billion? 67? 68 billion.
I would give away almost all of it. What am I doing with $68 billion?
No, hold on.
I don't know exactly. Not almost all of it, but
how much are we talking? How much how much would you be happy with keeping to yourself? How do you even
spend that much? Like, what? Even all the charities in the world. Like, what am I doing with $68 billion? I would make sure everyone, because I have a small family, so my 3 brothers, my parents, everyone gets $1 billion.
Everyone gets $1 billion. That's wild.
But I have $68 billion. Like,
I wouldn't even.
I don't want a $100 million house. I don't want a yacht. I don't want crazy cars. Like, I don't want the most. I'd probably buy like a $3 million house. But that's like pennies compared to how much I have. Like, what am I doing with this money?
Hey, that's why I'm with you, Mama. I'm with you. Like,
I don't buy luxury
I think
items,
both of us are kind of like minimalist
I want to be like,
in many
pay off
ways.
your student loans, pay off your mortgage.
That's a dream come true for me.
Pay off your I would just want
to be able to
for my
give
friends
people
and family,
exactly,
like, and not to the point where they're like, give me. Like, no, I will give it to you because I love giving if I can.
At first, I said I'd give everybody $1 million that I know.
$1 million. If I knew you had $68 billion, you give me $1 million.
You better not be. Goddamn it.
I'd be very grateful, baby.
You sound like that girl with her credit card mad at it. That boy pulled out a credit card to pay for this. Nah, I would honestly give away so much. So I'd probably go broke again, fucking around, giving away so much.
If you went broke after $68 billion,
that's the craziest shit.
I mean,
but everybody should be able to take care of me because I gave away so much. You took all the seeds of no. I'm just saying, literally, if I gave away that much money,
you shouldn't have to pay for anything.
If I had $68 billion, I gave away 60. I would probably give away 60.
You still have
right?
$1 billion. Right.
If I gave $1 million people, $1 million to each one of my people.
You don't know that many people you want to give $1 million to, babes.
Like I'll pass by a children's shelter and be like, million. Million.
Daycare, $1 million.
Million.
School, $1 million.
Million. Yeah. Nah. I think.
God.
I think
it
would feel so good to just
for the rest of our lives.
But like, I shouldn't have to see in my neighborhood or in my area.
Right.
And not even that I'm gonna be living in some rich, fancy neighborhood, but just in my community.
Right.
I shouldn't see anybody around. I shouldn't be able to walk past people that are having issues financially.
Right. At all.
Like everybody in my community should be well taken care of.
Yes,
there should be no issue with me putting $1 billion into my community to make it that much better.
But then do you think you'd be annoyed with people like once they know, oh man, it was the giver, the ultimate giver, giving everything? The people would be like, and I need this and that. Your DMs would be flooded. I need this and that and begging and da da da. Like, would that annoy you? Like, oh God, now everyone I think that would annoy me because I'd be like, I just want to give when I want to give. Don't be asking me for stuff.
Yeah, I feel you.
Then I would be like, I don't want to give it anymore.
First of all, I wouldn't be letting it be known like that. I'm the type, if I won the lotto, I wouldn't tell anybody.
You're not going to be on social media giving to the homeless. I know.
What I look like?
hate when people do that.
No. I'm the type.
I'm a good person.
I just want to, I'd probably keep it on the low as much as possible.
For sure.
But if it does come out and it just, people hit me, I'll just hire an assistant.
Right.
And I'll have a section take care of it. I'll probably just have to structure a little better and put it under some type of charity organization and then have them take care of it.
Get some tax breaks.
And every year I'll put in $1 billion.
Right. We're giving away $1 billion this year. So how are we going to divvy this up?
Yeah, divvy it up. Every year $1 billion, put it into different outlets.
Yeah.
People need to go to school. Africa build, electricity for people. Whatever needs to be taken care of.
At this rate, if you had $68 billion to give away $1 billion every year, you'd be 99. With $1 billion left for yourself. If you gave away $1 billion every year until you were 99, you'd still have $1 billion left for yourself.
Listen, I'm the type if I'm making $100,000 a year, I'm good. Like I don't need a lot in my life. I don't. As long as I'm able to, survive and thrive and create.
Thrive, not just survive.
Survive, thrive, and create. That's what I like to do. I like to create. So that's my thriving.
Yeah.
So it's really survive and create.
Yeah.
And survive well.
Right. I want to be comfortable.
I want to be comfortable, but I don't, to not think about any bills, to not think about any, small monetary issues or anything. I could just taken care of. Everything's taken care of, and I could just go out, create, and do fun shows like this, and do stand up, and create whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's. I think that's freedom.
That's freedom.
That's freedom.
That's freedom. Freedom.
Las Vegas.
That is not what I was singing, babes. At all.
That's the note you hit.
No, I was singing the Beyonce Freedom song.
Speaking of Beyonce, it's your girl's birthday today, isn't it?
Oh, it is September 4th.
How do I know
that?
Exactly, because I saw it on Twitter. Honestly.
Well, I don't have any Beyonce news, so I can't segue into that.
Happy birthday,
Beyonce. Yes, queen. So moving on to something a little more sad. So TikTok, they always have these trends, crazy trends. We've laughed at a few, but this one is not really laughing matter, but it started out as a joke. So it's called a new teacher challenge. And you know how you can have the little square on your phone, like looks like you're FaceTiming someone.
Yeah.
So they would pick a mugshot, a homeless person, a disabled person, deformed, whatever, someone who doesn't look like your average normal person.
Right.
Okay. And then they made it seem like they were talking to this person. And they showed it to their kid, like, oh, I'm talking to your new teacher for the year. Like, want to meet your new teacher? And they're filming their child's reaction. And so it's usually like fear or just confused, don't know what, they're scared of this person. And so, they're a kid. They look for these are young kids, not like teenagers or anything. But so they looked for their parents, like, how do I react to this? And if the parent starts laughing, like, oh, ha, ha, you don't like your new teacher? What? And the kid's like, either scared, running away, or they start laughing too. And so then they learn to look at this person who looks different. Maybe it's deformed, maybe it's disabled, and they're laughing at them. And so it kind of, I don't know. Like, how do you teach your child to accept people that don't look like them and not to go to school and bully kids that don't look like them?
By not laughing at
By
other
not
people.
laughing, right? And so then a lot of the people whose pictures were used, like they saw that their pictures were being used, and they were like, they would get on like, "That's me." Like, wow,
Damn.
that's not nice. This is me. I live like this. This is what I have to live with, and I get bullying. I've gotten bullied my whole life, and now you're laughing at me and teaching your young kid to laugh at me. So it was just it really perpetuates like bullying in person, online bullying, and anyone who looks different than you. Like, don't be scared. It's not everyone's gonna look like you. There are all kinds of people in the world, and don't bully them. We're all human, and we all have feelings. So I thought that was interesting. And a lot of people. Oh, sorry. The last thing I was gonna say. A lot of people took their videos down. Just like, oh, sorry, but that wasn't funny. I'm the adult here. Like, I'm supposed to be teaching my kid how to be a kind person, and that was not kind.
Yeah, a lot of dumb people have kids.
Right.
I mean, it just is what it is. You know, a lot of dumb people have kids, and a lot of just, look at this person's face. Hey, little Timmy, come over here. Look at this man's face. Isn't it a lot of funny looking? That's how they think.
That's a goofy voice.
That's a Goofy might have been
Goofy
racist.
Was nice. No, Goofy
you
was
don't
nice.
think Goofy was nice. But he was stupid.
Was he?
He was
He
stupid.
was trying his best.
He was stupid. Listen, a lot of stupid people are sweet, nice
naive.
people.
He's very
They're
naive.
He's stupid, but it's cool, like for that. But you know, once you start calling other people,
right?
Making fun of other people.
It's like, this is not
as
nice.
a comedian, listen, I'm all about making fun of other people.
But not
but
like that.
You got to teach your kids some type of empathy. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand there's a lines that could be crossed. And,
right.
You see a kid laughing. The worst thing that could happen to me is to see my future child bullying somebody.
Oh, it have a
because you remember that
talk.
10% I talked about that might come out,
here, Billy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Of getting a little
like,
rearing,
child
oh
rearing.
Oh my
God, I'd be so upset.
Like if I saw my child bullying somebody, that's a no-no.
I'd be like, where'd we go wrong?
That's a no-no.
No, you do not do that.
And we're going to sign you up for boxing or something, and we're going to get you a butt kick, too.
Right.
And then you're going to learn.
Yeah.
You're going to learn today.
God, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, nah. So that's a weird, that's a very millennial parent thing to do.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Most of the kids are young, right? They had to be born last 5,
under
6,
8.
7.
8 and
something like that. So, yeah, these millennial, it's us.
Everything for
it's what we grew up with.
Some views. We will do everything for some views. And then you put your child's reaction, your innocent child's reaction, and you're over there trying to put it up for views to make fun of somebody. Like, that's so mean.
I'd rather hear my kids saying, "Hey, look at this WAP video."
So like, whap. Your little girl like, wait, hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Where'd you see that video? YouTube. Oh my God, where are the parental controls?
Just cut to outside of the house in a computer or a laptop just flying out the window.
No more screen time for you, young lady. Oh gosh. So that is that.
Very interesting.
The next topic. Oh, so in New York, justice was served. Okay, there was this old white couple that has been harassing their black neighbor since she moved in 2017. This is in Long Island. Yep. And she put it on. The only reason this got traction and the police actually took action was because it went viral. She posted on Twitter. Like she had a sign in front of her house talking about everything they've done. Mm-hmm. They've thrown feces, human and dog, on her yard, smeared on her house, shooting pellet guns, BB guns towards her backyard. Leaving dead squirrels on her property, all this stuff, her just harassing her, talking about, go back where you came from. Like, how do you know I didn't? I'm from Long Island. What are you talking about? And it's crazy. And it took 3 years. The police documented there have been like 45 calls back and forth between these two houses. Mm-hmm. And all the police did, they told the white couple, they're like, just stop interacting with her. Just leave her alone. She's not moving. They didn't do anything else.
The rest of the neighbors?
The neighbors that were harassing her.
Yeah.
They're like, just leave her alone. Stop.
Yeah.
And then in regards to the feces, the woman was like, the white woman, she said, I tried to throw away my dog's poop, but it just happened to land in her yard, and I didn't want to trespass on her property, so I just left it there. It's like, wait, so first of all, where were you trying to throw it? Because you were on my property trying to throw it in my trash can? Your dog poop? So all this stuff, and then their lawyer was like, they're not racist. They've never been racist their whole lives. What are you talking about? It's just a disagreement between neighbors.
Was this a white lawyer?
Yes. So yeah, but they finally got arrested. Finally, only because it went viral on Twitter. But it's like the police have known about this for 3 years, and they're just now everyone else is getting involved. Okay, let's do something. So yeah, I was just happy to see that.
Yeah, I guess it's the little wins.
The little wins.
Meanwhile, another black person dead.
There was in Rochester. You heard about him?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man. It's not cool. It's not
crazy.
cool.
Crazy. But so yes, that was a small win. Small win over there in Long Island. And the last thing. Oh, what happened? Wait, what happened?
That's the intro.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
So in New York, they have the New York Times wedding section apparently. And they
had no idea.
Have all these wedding announcements, like who's been married, and they tell their story, like how'd you guys meet, and oh my God, so cute. So this woman, she found out her ex-husband was married through this column. I mean, obviously they're not married anymore, so they don't talk or whatever. But she didn't know that he remarried, and she was reading the little story, like, oh, that's nice for him. Let me read about it. And it said that he had met this woman. They started dating while they were still married. So I guess they had met in January 2017, and this ex was like, we were still married in January 2017.
Oh, they were married.
They were still married in January 2017. So she's like, oh, okay, so he cheated on me, I guess. And he didn't file for divorce until March. So I guess he was like, I met this new woman. I'm real happy right now. I want to get divorced. And so she didn't, she was putting all the pieces together, like, because she said when he filed for divorce, she was like, yeah, we've been having problems, but damn, divorce. Like, she was not ready for that.
Yeah.
And so she wrote in, she's like, well, I found out he cheated on me through this wedding announcement. That's nice. And so people were
wow.
like, oh,
where did that
girl.
article, where did she see it on?
In the New York Times wedding section.
She just happened to be in the New York Times.
I mean, maybe she's lonely, single. She's reading, who got married?
How you a divorcee and then you going through
the wedding section.
The wedding section of the New York Times?
Law of attraction, you trying
that
to be in
is
that wedding
hilarious.
section. Okay.
Well,
so.
she ain't get anything attracted to that, apparently.
But then I guess,
negated.
Yeah, so this went viral on social media, and so he responded. He was like, I'm not the bad guy. We were separated at that time. I don't know what she's talking about. And she was like, no, we weren't. So it was just this stupid back and forth. He's like, I didn't cheat. We were separated.
Just let it go, mama.
Yeah. So it's like, I wish her the best. And basically like, I'm happy. Please find your happiness. Yeah, but I was like, that sucks. It kind of like,
of course
damn,
it sucks. But doesn't every divorce suck? It all sucks. No matter what it's going to be through, whether that person cheated or that person isn't taking out the trash or whatever the fuck it is, it's all going to be a headache. It's going to be enough. Right. So is it worse that you find out later on rather than at that time? Probably.
Yeah. Because
it was probably better.
Time. Yeah. It's 2020. Like, it's been 3 years, girl.
Yeah. It's probably better that you learned you didn't cheat. And at least I don't know. Does he get credit for that though?
Credit for what?
He divorced her. He didn't keep on cheating and try to do this dual thing. Does he get any credit?
No. What credit? Absolutely no credit.
Does he get any credit?
Because once he found out that he wanted to be with someone else, he's like, let me divorce my current wife. So
they were already having issues.
Yeah.
And then he ended up, maybe running into somebody else he likes, and he could have just blew it up. Hey, I found somebody else. Is it worse to hear it there or just to wait until later if you can keep it?
But then isn't it worse to be like not knowing why exactly you want this divorce? Like, I know we've had issues, but now you're just done.
Oh, you'll find out. No, 3 years from now in the New York Times wedding section, you'll find out.
It would make more sense if it was like, oh, you found, like, you're leaving me for someone else. I have a reason in my head instead of just like, he's just done. Like, I feel like that's how, there's no closure.
You think that's why she was reading the New York Times
Maybe.
Wedding section? She was still thinking about it.
She was still, I mean, she decided to write in with this comment talking about.
Yeah, she was
so
going through it.
clearly she's not over it.
So it's better to, no matter what, it's better to be straight up with your spouse.
Yes, always.
Always, right?
Always.
But for some reason, I think it's better that she didn't find out. Well, you know what? It was better for him. He didn't have to go through the headache. And not now. I mean, obviously
Right.
she found out, but at that time, he didn't have to go through the dual headache of she's extra mad at me because I also cheated.
Right. But is that really a headache for cheaters? Do they really like? Oh God, I feel like a horrible person. Like, do they really feel like?
Well, I mean, maybe this sounds weird, but honestly, I think
They
he
feel
did
guilty?
love her because he lied to her in a weird way.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
I mean, he
He's
didn't
trying
want
to preserve her feelings.
Yeah,
while
he was trying. He
divorcing her.
didn't want to hurt her. Obviously, he
She's
didn't. He
like,
didn't want to
"Why?"
hurt
He's
her,
like,
but
I can't tell you. I just want out.
yeah, I just want out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know
Don't make me say it.
I think it's just some nuance to it that you
Yeah.
got to take into account with that. It's a little different.
Yeah.
I mean, cheating is bad no matter what, but you know, it's weird. They say in cheating, it's not the sex, it's the lies, right, that you've told. But at the same time, in this situation, I mean, I can't say it because eventually it came back. It did bite him in the butt,
Right.
and it affected her.
Right.
So I don't know. Probably lose-lose situation.
Lose-lose situation. But hopefully she finds her happiness. Girl, I hope you find somebody.
Yeah.
You can be in that wedding section real soon. But that's it, y'all. That is it. That's all we have for you this week. Today. Yes.
Nice. All right, y'all. Appreciate it.
To
We'll see you.
subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think.
Boom, bow. Surprise.
Boom, bow.
Make sure you check out Comedy Trap House.
Yes.
Shady Side Up for Shades.
Yes.
We got Mike Dam's vlogs on Mike Dam's channel.
Uh-huh.
And we got our little podcast, little section over here. We having a little fun. And so keep checking it out. Keep subscribing. Keep doing what you do. And
we gonna keep doing what we do.
We're gonna keep doing what we do. We're gonna drop some merch or something. So
Hey.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you what you want. You know, man.
And on that note,
go what you want.
bye,
What's up?
y'all.
What's up, man? You don't want to know.